Listen, it is not just sex. It is a lot more than that. I know you like this guy. I know you like this girl. But just listen to this video before you start being that type of level of intimacy with somebody, because obviously we know sex can kill you. That's the most extreme, right? And also we know sex can be very enjoyable. That's the most pleasure about it. But there's so much in between and so much associated with it. I literally want you to think twice, right? Now, I'm not bashing nobody. I'm not perfect myself, but I'm gonna tell you some things that I learned, okay? And take notes. So, I'm gonna tell you why it's not just sex. Number one, you are creating a soul tie. Like, your souls, like the inside of you and that man, is being so interwoven together that it's going to take you so long to break up with this person or to get over this person after you guys do break up. What I mean by that is, let's say he decided he wanted to go and be with somebody else, and you decided, okay, well, go live your best life. But it's taking you so long to not cry at night when you're in your bed, to not think about him while you're at work when you're on a break, to not just want to text him one last time and say, like, you thought, yeah, no. And you keep going through this cycle week after week, and you're thinking, when am I going to break this bond that I've created with this man, not knowing it's a soul tie because of the intercourse you guys have had. When you guys do it, you guys are creating this magical moments in time where you get to share intimacy and love. But outside of that, it's chaotic and drama and trauma, and this person's not the one for you. So you guys have to break up, right? But I want you to know, if you do not attempt to attack that soul tie and break it, you will never get out from underneath wanting to be with this person. How many times have you heard, I'd rather have sex with someone I had sex before, so I'm not adding bodies to my body. I'm not upping the count. That's a soul tie. That means you cannot get over him or her. You know what they can do in a bedroom, and maybe it does please you, but is it right for you to go back to that person when you know they are toxic? You know that they don't mean you no good and no well. Okay. So, or have you been in a situation where it's 6 months down the road, you've broken up, it's time for you to move on and get back out there in a dating field. But you just can't stop thinking about this person. You can't stop wondering what they're doing. You're wondering if he has already moved on. Most definitely he has, because men cannot live without sex. But you're just trying to figure out, I want to be better for the next man. I can't let the next man pay for what this other guy put me through. But I can't shake that I still want this person. If this man hasn't reached out to you, if this man hasn't checked up on you after that breakup, that man is not for you. He is for somebody else. That is somebody else's future husband. If a man really loved you and you guys did break up, he would be doing whatever he could to get you back. Okay? Whatever he could. Bare minimum wear, right? So how you can break the soul tie is this. This is how I do it, how I have had to do it. Is one, you do need to go through your emotional, like your grief process of, I'm no longer in this relationship. I'm no longer spending time with this person. My phone is desert dry, but I can still go on and live. So you accept what the reality is. Secondly, you're like, I still miss this person. I miss this emotional bond and connection with this person. But then you start to realize, in reality, do I miss the way they fussed me out? Do I miss the way they cussed me out? Do I miss the way they disrespected me? So then you start to really come to your senses and be like, this person is not good for me. I need to get over this person. So lastly, I pray to the Lord. Okay? I pray to God to just break this bond that me and this person had, because I'm not going back and I'm not going to let him come back. I don't think this is someone that is my future or should be a part of it or should be in it. So I need you to break this tie from me. And over time, you will feel less and less for this person if you try to attack it, your soul tie, basically your inner being, tack it that way, because that's, for me, the best way to break that soul tie. I don't want to feel like, oh yeah, I'm kind of horny and I miss my ex, let me go back to him, or I'm going to go have sex with somebody else and create another soul tie. No, we need to get rid of that and eliminate those, right? Secondly, I said, spiritual soul tie. You will create this spiritual bond outside of your soul being interwoven with this person that you don't know what they are inserting inside of you if you're a woman, right? Like, what is this person believing in? Do they believe in the Lord? Are they atheists? What are they listening to? What kind of red pill, men going their own way type of podcast is he listening to on a daily basis, day in and day out? And it's talking about how they hate women and women ain't this and women can't take care of you and women is X, Y, and Z. And he believes that. Or even if he's a real man, he still is aware of these podcasts and is aware that there are women out there like that are here to take everything from you and just want to get you by having sex. So they will dangle the idea of marriage. They will dangle the idea of a wedding ring to your engagement ring, right? Either way, what is this person listening to? What are they actually ingesting? Is this person someone that always eats out all the time? Are they someone that likes to eat salads or even just tries to eat stuff in moderation and is conscious of what they're putting in their body? What they're looking at, whether it's porn, corn all the time. Are they always thinking about that all the time? Are they somebody that's actually a happy person? You can tell like they are a happy being. Or are they somebody that you kind of consider demonic? So if you feel all these things about this person, why are you still letting him put it in you? Like, why are you letting him insert his demons inside of you, literally? And I'm not somebody that does not believe in making love or whatever, but you have to be aware that you need to do it with the right person because you don't know what they're putting inside of you, right? So lastly, why sex is not just sex. We know that there can be a passing of diseases, right? We know that there are STIs and STDs, so sexual transmitted infections and sexual transmitted diseases, right? So even if this man or this woman doesn't pass this to you, I want you to know you literally are having sex with this man and the last people recently that he was with. And let me tell you why. So let's say you think you're in a committed relationship, but this man actually is cheating on you day in and day out and having sex with other women and going to meet up with women in a hotel room and having sex with them in raw sex, no sex without the condom, but you don't know about it. So you think you're in this committed relationship and you are having raw sex with him. He's passing to you, even if it's not an STD or STI, he's passing bacterium from his own bacteria, but also hers. And now it's getting inserted inside of you. So imagine that mashup of your own natural flora in your vagina mixed with his natural bacteria on his peen, and then whatever she got going on, or the other she's that got going on. This stuff, no matter how much this man is a cleanly person, you cannot always wash away someone's bacteria, even if you have sex and then you have a shower afterwards. Like, it's still on you. Microscopically and internally, specifically, even if it's a man's peen, like, I know he has to shoot out stuff, but while he's going in and out, the stuff that he's going in and out of is getting inside of his pee hole too. So then he brings that community peen to you, and even though he's not passing an STI, STD to you, he's passing on bacteria. And if you are any type of person that is very sensitive down there, like let's say you get just yeast infections from having your period, or you just get yeast infections, or you are very sensitive, you can only use certain type of soaps, and then you start, breaking out or itching or something doesn't feel right down there after you just have sex with him, it's probably because he does have something. And if you go get checked out by your primary care provider and he or she tells you you don't have anything, everything's negative, but you still feel off down there, it's a bacterium that has been, the levels have increased and you need to get an antibiotic, or either stay away from that peen, or either start to use protected sex until that bacterium is attacked by your immune system and it's eliminated, right? So the thing is, there's so many things that get passed, spiritually, soully, disease-wise, the trauma that a man is putting inside of you when he is doing it to you. And when I say trauma, I mean, like, we know men use SCX to get over other women, to deal with whatever they're dealing with on a daily basis, their own personal trauma. So he's using you as his outlet, and he's dumping in you whatever is really plaguing his heart, plaguing his mind. That's a trauma bond in itself. So you have to be mindful. You really got to get to know these people before you decide to make that next step, because it could cost you not just your life, but also cost you your mental, cost you your spiritual. Like, have you ever was intimate with people or a person and you started taking on parts of their personality and it was the negative traits? It's a demonic pass from him to you or her to you. It just is. Like, be mindful of how things can change for you when you start to be that level, the highest level of intimacy, physically, right? Obviously, we know highest would be a mental, emotional connection, but physically, that can knock you out and take you out for life. And even if you decide, I don't want to be with this person, but I'm not going to attack this soul tie spiritually, you will always have thoughts about this man years down the line. You will always start to think, what if? And if God graces you the opportunity to run into this person and you get a chance to see how they are 10 years down the road, not even romantically, but just how they are as a man, and you get to see it and you're just like, you know what? I was fiending over this person because he was X, Y, and Z to me back in the day. But now I see he hasn't changed. He's still a dog. He's still a liar, manipulator. And I have leveled up past wherever the level he is. Like, I see you 10 years down the road, you have gone down while I've gone up. And I think that's a grace of God, that if you get to ever get that opportunity to see somebody and be like, I no longer have to think about you. It's broken, that want and that desire, or me checking on you, Facebook, or checking the internet for any updates for you. It's a wrap. This person is not meant to be for you. And I promise you, if a person really, really loves you, if a man really, really loves you, he or she will do anything to get you back if you guys break up. That's on period. So anyways, that is why, to me, sex is not just sex. And let me know what you think too. Bye.